On May 10th, 2011, more than 42 drivers began on what would be an epic adventure in the 2011 Snickers Cup Series. Now, more than 2 months later, we have reached the middle of the season, where now we prepare for the 2011 Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race. The field is set. The scenario is straight. However, the only thing that remains a mystery to us is who will be crowned 2011 Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race Champion. 33 drivers from at least 10 of the 50 United States and 2 international countries are set to take to this racetrack here today, Pigs Creek Super Speedway. Certainly the favorite coming into this race would have to be Anthony Notter, who had won the first and only Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race held at Coca-Cola Speedway last season. However, also Matthew Rodriguez and Noah Kars, who have gone to victory lane here in separate series of the NNSCRA at Pigs Creek Super Speedway, will certainly be seen up at the front in their Snickers Cup Series rides, the 60 and the 33. Now sit back, hang on tight, and prepare yourself for the most exciting 24 laps at any racetrack here in the 2011 Snickers Cup Series season. This is the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race on the NNSCRA Sports Channel. Well, here we go, folks, as we get set to cap off what's been an exciting All-Star Race weekend. 34 cars set to take here to the Snickers Cup Series All-Star Race here at Pigs Creek Super Speedway. On the pole for today's race, Robert Ban, Andrew Gonzalez will start to his outside in second. Then it's last season's All-Star Race winner and defending champion in this race, Anthony Notter, and then Daniel Schwab, who took the win in the last points event we had at Dover. Let's now give you a look at the rest of the starting lineup for today's race. And you may have noticed, everyone, that the guy starting off in 7th in the 46 was not a driver that was listed in the entry list for this race. However, he has been invited as a special invitation by the NNSCRA. His name is Trent Whitney, and he is the actual son of Dusty Whitney, the owner of the 46 car in the Sprint Cup Series, who gives the rides to J.J. Yaley in the 46 car. And so he is in the 46 for the rest of the season in the Snickers Cup Series. He will be there in the 46. We're really proud to have him. It's a great thing to have the NNSCRA actually into the Sprint Cup Series in a way. It's really exciting for me as a commentator. And good luck for the rest of the season to the 46 car and to Trent Whitney. Alright, so here we go, getting ready for the green flag. Robert Ban and Andrew Gonzalez to get us underway. Green flag is out. Here we go, and look at Daniel Schwab up there on the high side. Also on the high side there, the 38 of James Bald. Remember, that high side gets a lot of momentum if you're able to have it stick. And here comes Anthony Notter wasting little time, kind of picking up where he left off last season. But here comes Trent Whitney in the 46 car. He's out in front now. Brandon Gonzalez there to offer the drafting help. But here comes Philip Stiller in the 1. They are jostling for the top spot every which way possible. High side, low side, sides that we didn't even know were available here. They are all spread out 5 wide, 6 wide, even 7 wide back there around the 9th, 10th position. Look at this. The cars go into turn number 3, leaning on each other, literally. Here they come. Oh, there's contact! Angel D'Souza gets into Martin Sakala. They saved it! No, they don't! Mark George up the racetrack. D'Souza is sideways. Other race cars involved, I'm not sure who. Robert Ban, our pole sitter, gets a piece of it. Christian James, Angel D'Souza flipping wildly in the Aflac Ford. Spins on her nose and lands on all four wheels. Robert Ban, Christian James, we know they were involved as they come down to the stripe. Let's see who it was that actually led the first lap, and it looks like it was Sean Galligan. Sean Galligan over Brian Fleener. So it's Galligan the leader over Brian Fleener. And we're trying to look, I think Harvey is 4th, Worry is 5th. Possibly. I'm not certain what the order is. I know that Galligan and Fleener are 1st and 2nd. Let's take a look at a replay. Okay, it was Angel D'Souza right behind Martin Zakala. There was a little tap here in turn 1. Or actually, this was turn 3. Comes down into Logan Wilson. I thought he was going to save it. He comes up, makes contact then with Vincent Marsh. And right there, the car snaps loose on her. Christian James got a little piece of it. So did Mark George, so did Daniel Schwab, and Robert Ban. And then let's see how the 99 car gets airborne here. Hits the wall. Contact there with the 24, and it does flip the 99 over. And she goes into a series of barrel rolls. You can see the black smoke there pouring out of the Aflac Ford. So that shows that there's actually internal damages to that 99. Actually, right there, you see the smoke stops. That means the engine is completely dead. It's not even smoking. It's not even running right there. And the car, look at that. Oh my goodness. Wild flipping for the 99 car of Angel D'Souza. Still in the air, comes down, and then is going to do a spin around on its nose right there. Literally right on the front nose of the car. And then luckily is able to land there on the left side and land on all four wheels. But a wild ride. Let's go on board with Angel D'Souza, see what she saw from the cockpit. See that little bit of contact right there? That's all it took. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. Car flipping wildly. And there it is on its nose. And it finally lands on all fours. Oh my goodness. So we are getting set to, well, we're not really getting set to go into the restart yet because you see the lights are still on top the pace car. But Sean Galligan is the leader in that Good Sam's Ford Fusion. You see at the top of your screen it says Trevor Bain. I forgot to change the name to Sean Galligan, but that is Sean Galligan in the 21. If you don't believe me, then okay, but it is Sean Galligan, really. And he is going to, yes, they are going to get the 1 lap to go signal. So why don't we give you the full field rundown, as Angel D'Souza is the only car that has retired from the race. Mark George, Daniel Schwab, Christian James, others involved there, they returned to the racetrack after repairing damage. So let's take a look. Sean Galligan, he is currently the leader. In the 2nd position is going to be the 71 car of Brian Fleener. 3rd is Noel Stiller. In the 4th position is John Worry, Michael Harvey 5th. In 6th right now is going to be Martin Zakala. In 7th position, looks like is going to be Ben Stern. Then it's Philip Stiller. Then Trent Whitney. And then the rest of the top 10 is filled with Vincent Marsh. Then we've got Brandon Gonzalez in 11th, 12th Matt Smith. Then it's Logan Wilson. Jamie Watson in the top 15 is Lisa Shears. Actually, there's Jamie Watson there. He's actually the guy who got in the last possible spot. Then we got Lisa Shears in 15th. She's our points leader. Then we got Arnold Columbia, Anthony Nodder. And then it would be Andrew Gonzalez, who started on the outside of the front row. James Bald and Anthony McCreary. Then in 21st is Mark George. 22nd, Noah Cars. 23rd, Steve Marsh. 24th, right now, Adam Chambers. 25th is Nick Eggleston. 26th, Daniel Schwab. In 28th, actually I believe 28th, 29th there, Jake Cole, Matthew Rodriguez ahead of him. Then it's Chad Skinner, Alex Filter, Doug Shears, Robert Ban, and Christian James. The only car, as I mentioned, out of the race, Angel D'Souza in the 99. You notice that they're splitting 3 wide there under the pace lap. That's what I like about this racetrack. If you don't advance your position, you can be anywhere you want to on the racetrack for the restart. These guys have restarted 4 or 5 wide in the other 2 series. We're expecting to see the same thing happen here today as we prepare for our first restart of the day. Sean Galligan, Brian Fleener, Noel Stiller, then John Worry, and then Michael Harvey. That's the top 5. As Galligan gets ready to put us back under the green flag. Green flag is out, and they're going to start spreading out here on the front stretch, heading into turn 1. Galligan with a Ford to his inside in the form of Noel Stiller. You notice that a lot of these race cars are bringing special paint schemes to this racetrack. Paint schemes we haven't seen them in. Galligan, Stiller are 2 of them. Zakala also. Vincent Marsh. So it's really cool when we have the All-Star race because everybody brings out their All-Star paint schemes, and it's a lot of fun. Also, the 2 Red Bull cars are doing the same thing. As it's going to be Noel Stiller with the lead, and oh, there goes Matt Smith, Vincent Marsh, Alex Filter. 3 cars spinning there on the backstretch. I know it was 3 Toyotas. Filter, Marsh, and Matt Smith. There's Marsh, and there's Alex Filter. Let's go back up to the front, see the battle for the lead. Noel Stiller has it. Martin Zakala trying to slingshot on the high side. He wants it. There's the 2 Richard Petty Motorsports cars, Jake Cole and Logan Wilson. Also coming up is Philip Stiller on that inside lane. Oh, there goes Daniel Schwab around. Steve Marsh is also around. I couldn't make out who else was involved, but here's the race down to the line. 4 wide. Contact between Stiller and Zakala. It's Zakala at the line. In a 5 wide battle for the lead at the line between Galligan, Zakala, and others. Noah Cars, they got a piece of it, looks like. Christian Janes is smoking. Brandon Gonzalez got a piece of it. Steve Marsh, I know, is involved. There's Arnold Columbia smoking. Nick Eggleston, looks like maybe he may have some damage. I can't tell if Doug Shears or Matthew Rodriguez have any damage. And I think everybody else from here on up is pretty clean. Yeah, I don't see any damage to anybody else, but, wow. 2 wrecks occurring here, and the leader is Martin Zakala. He got everybody at the line. Noel Stiller second, looks like in third. It's going to be Michael Harvey with Jake Cole and Trent Whitney in the top 5. Let's take a look at a replay, see what happened. Okay, the first incident, watch the 18 and the 00, Matt Smith and Vincent Marsh. They're actually leaning on each other, and I'm not certain if maybe Matt Smith started leaning in a little too hard, and Alex Filter, just an innocent victim. He and Doug Shears were working together down low, the teammates from Red Bull Racing. You see, look at the 00 go into a little bit of a wheel hop there, going down that banking. But then, I think these guys, they had a little bit of damage on them, and so I'm wondering if they had an inside retaining wall here. Let's see if that's the case. Maybe Filter missed the wall. I don't know. Right there. Oh, no, he did hit it. He got it with the right front quarter panel of his 4 car. And look at the 18 car. Vincent Marsh flipping around. He took a hard hit into that inside retaining wall as well. There he is in the Snickers peanut butter Toyota. But Matt Smith also involved. And then another incident occurs up on the front stretch, just coming down to the caution flag. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so I think maybe contact was made with Doug Shears and somebody. Yeah, somebody made contact with Doug Shears and sent him down into Daniel Schwab and Andrew Gonzalez. There you see Steve Marsh gets turned around by Andrew Gonzalez, and back there Noah Cars gets a piece of it. There's a lot of smoke. You can't see some of the drivers involved. There's Columbia. There's Brandon Gonzalez. Nodder, the defending race winner, he's there involved. Also, it looks like maybe Matthew Rodriguez, Chad Skinner got through it. I don't know. Nick Eggleston there, and John Worry makes some contact in the 14 and the 97. And let's see what happens to Christian Janes. He misses that race car there of Doug Shears, but then I think he may make contact here with Arnold Columbia. Oh, yeah, right there. Bam! Oh, wow. Columbia, hard lick right there. His car actually flipping over, and that's what Christian Janes and he both, why they were both smoking when we were looking at him under the caution flag. But there's Brandon Gonzalez. There's Steve Marsh. Matt Smith, Alex Filter, they were from a previous incident, and Martin Zakala is the leader. And let's now go back for the restart, see what's going on now. Well, Martin Zakala actually made a pit stop along with Noel Stiller and Jake Cole, who were up in the top 5. They are now all the way back in around the 19th or so position. Other cars made pit stops that were at the back of the pack involved in that wreck. Steve Marsh was one of them. I believe Andrew Gonzalez made a pit stop, but it's Zakala, Noel Stiller, and Jake Cole. They're all the way back there in the 19th, 20th, 21st position. There you see Christian Janes on pit road, but Michael Harvey is the leader right now over Trent Whitney, who's having a great run in his first start. He is second. Looks like Sean Galligan lines up in the 3rd position. In 4th position right there looks like Logan Wilson, and then Jamie Watson in 5th. There's Galligan, there's Wilson, there's Watson. 6th right now is Ben Stern. 7th is Brian Fleener. Philip Stiller 8th. Lisa Shears in 9th. And in 10th is James Bald. Mark George is right now 11th. Anthony Nodder 12th. 13th position is Chad Skinner, rather. 14th is Robert Band. 15th is Daniel Schwab. Robert Band doing a good job there in 14th. But 15th, Daniel Schwab. Anthony McCurry in 16th. Adam Chambers in 17th. Rest of the top 20, Matthew Rodriguez, Martin Zakala, and Noel Stiller. Jake Cole is in the 21st position. 22nd right now is Steve Marsh. 23rd, Andrew Gonzalez. 24th is Noah Kars. Brandon Gonzalez runs 25th. John Worry 26th. Doug Shears is 27th. 28th is Nick Eggleston. Let's take a look and see what cars are out of the races. We see Christian Janes there on pit road. Few cars out of this race. I believe Arnold Columbia is one of them. Well, actually, what we'll do is we'll go to a commercial break. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there you see the cars that are out of this race as a result of that wreck. See the 4 car, the 00 involved, they're out. Vincent Marsh is out. And the 31 is out. So we'll go to a commercial break, and then we'll come back for the finish, or for the restart of this race here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel.